What's up everybody, Lynx Ambassador Colton Sturm here with the 2024 Lynx Rave RE 850 Radian 2 platform. We're going to cover this sled a little bit, go over the big changes, what's new on this machine, what I personally really like about it, and hopefully what you guys will really like about this sled. I've spent a decent amount of time on it now, and I really enjoy it. Everything about this sled is pretty top notch. So let's dive into this thing. First and foremost, let's talk about the suspension on this machine. I know a lot of people heard that it was softer and they panicked, thinking that the whole thing's softer. It is softer. It's softer on the bottom, right where it needs to be. And those slow bumps, you know, the little stuff, just in that first part of the stroke. But it is actually stiffer as it goes on. It's a very progressive setup now this year. So it's actually gets stiffer as you use it. So if you are hitting stuff hard, it's actually a stiffer suspension setup than what we are used to in the previous years. But it's softer on the bottom. It makes it for a much more plush ride, smoother ride. I actually really like the new suspension setup. Mostly because it's much more progressive, but it's also softer on that bottom. I like it when I'm not pushing hard or my girlfriend's on it or something. You know, she doesn't need a lumber wagon of a snowmobile. So it is not softer all the way around. You can, it's a fully adjustable setup, right? So if you want to, you can make everything soft. If you want to, you can make everything stiff. You know, fully adjustable, high, low speeds, rebound, everything. I don't think we need to talk too much about these 46 millimeters because they are pretty well known now. These things are beasts. They're freaks of nature. They are the best of the best. Go back to the track. We have a 1.25 lug now. I know some people really like that 1.5. I really like the 1.5 myself. But with this 1.25, I noticed faster speeds. It's zippier on the bottom, making that track spin more. And not, I mean, it's hooking up, but more track spin is actually a good thing. It propels you forward faster versus loading up that engine. I put this next to the 1.5 inch, and on trail they're identical. You can't tell that one pulls harder than the other one. The track works outstanding. You lose a little bit off the trail if you are in deep snow, but again, this isn't your off-trail deep snow runner. If you ride off-trail a lot in the UP of Michigan and Wisconsin, Minnesota, or say you do go out west a little bit, then you want the X-Terrain. Okay, that has the 2-inch paddle, 146 on it. So if you're more of an off-trail guy, that's your machine. If you're more on-trail, this is your machine. Obviously the Radian 2 platform, we got the big screen on this. I like the screen. It is pretty handy. I don't use GPS a whole lot. Maybe now with this screen I will use GPS more. I guess I never used it, but now I might use it. New controls I really like. The new brake lever, adjustable brake lever, is amazing. I absolutely love that. With the new brake setup too, I'm not getting any fade anymore. I drag my brakes a lot in the turns, just putting more ski pressure down. But it's a 4-piston Brembo brake with a 20 millimeter larger rotor on it. Its stopping power is pretty awesome. They had this on another sled over in Finland for a little while now, and they've upgraded it even more from that. So now we have it on this machine, and it's outstanding, man. I really do love the brakes. This new seat is interesting. I didn't know I needed a new seat. I never noticed anything wrong with the previous one until I rode with this seat. Then I realized that on the model year 23 seat, I would bounce forward, and I would kind of, you know, if I am sitting down in the bumps, I would find myself sliding forward a little bit. I never noticed that before until I had this. It's like the I didn't know I needed it kind of thing. extremely firm. It's flat. It didn't change height at all, so it's still, you know, the same ride height. Sets you in the cockpit the same. Big improvement. I really like that a lot. The new headlights, they're so stinking bright, man. It's unreal. These things are so bright. There is absolutely no need to put accessory lights on it, in my opinion, like light bars or anything. They're so bright. It's incredible, and it is such a game changer. I love night riding, and once you ride with these lights, you're not going to want to go back to the other ones. I know a lot of people wanted these lights for many years. They've been asking for them, and now they're here. The signature lights are pretty cool actually at night. It gives it a very unique look coming down the trail at night, and everybody knows that it's a Lynx coming, which I like that. They don't need to see the color of the sled or anything at night. They see those accent lights or those signature lights, they know what's coming. What else is different about this machine other than just being badass? I mean, that's kind of it in a nutshell. We have, the engine is now mounted with 4 mounting brackets, so it got rid of a lot of vibration. And again, I never really noticed the vibration before, but now riding this, I'm not feeling anything. What I was accustomed to was vibration in the handlebars. Now I don't get it. So it was one of those things I didn't know I wanted it or needed it. But that is extremely extremely nice. Yeah, I mean, as a whole, they knocked it out of the park. I love the looks of this machine. They kept a very sharp Lynx look. I like that they went back to more dark colors, so you can see this big red swoosh. I mean, they did such a good job on it, in my opinion. I love the Viper Red. It's really grown on me. If you guys don't like the colors, you can always wrap them. But me personally, I really like the red, and Lynx has always stayed very true to their colors, which is another really big thing to me. I think it's pretty cool. You know, little things, red spindles, now I like those. Gray rails, I'd like it if the rails were red. Again, I like the red, you know, but everything really came together well on this sled. Like I said, I've spent a decent amount of time on this machine now, and it is a blast. Handling wise, it's the same old Lynx. It seems like it just outperforms. It's unreal. You're not going to notice any difference in your ride quality if you're setting your suspension up properly. Okay, if you're setting your suspension up wrong, it's not going to feel great. But that's for you to decide. If you like the way it handles, hell yeah, it's your sled, man. You ride it how you want. I run the 3.75 inches of sag in the rear end. I run a very sporty calibration. You know, I play actually a lot with my low speed. And I know most people understand what low speed is, but for somebody that doesn't understand what low speed is not the speed of the machine, of the traveling of the machine. It's the speed of the shaft going inside the shock body. So if I'm going 60, 70 down a trail and I'm hitting these little chatter bumps, that's all with low speed. That's all I play with. High speed are those huge impacts where that shaft is just pow, it's fast. So I actually play with my low speed a lot more than my high speed. I know where I like my high speed. I play with my rebound a fair amount, but yeah, mostly I play with my low speed more than anything. That's where I can feel the biggest changes in handling and turns and in those chatter bumps on the trail. So yeah, if you set it up right, it's unreal. It's seriously, I can't say enough good things about this machine. Like these shocks are better than the shocks I used to have on my snowcross sleds. It's crazy to me how capable this snowmobile is. I've taken it off big jumps in hill cross. Last year I did, and I kind of forgot I was actually on a trail sled, and it took it. And it was just, it's such an awesome machine. For people that want to know what sled is right for them and what sled do I prefer more over the Rave or the X-Train, that's a very tough one for me. I would say if you're spending 60% of your time off trail or more off trail, go with the X-Terrain. The X-Terrain's awesome on the trail too, but then you have that longer track, deeper paddle for off trail. If you're going to be sitting on the trail most of your winter and you are not afraid of rough terrain and rough trails, this is your machine. I always like to say that the X-Terrain's like a trophy truck, an off-road truck, and then this one is like an off-road Ferrari. It's like the best way I can put it. You know, this isn't your typical trail sled. It's extremely capable. The more you give it, the more it gives back to you. Like I've said in previous years with this machine, I can't say enough good stuff about this, from the skis, the suspension, everything, the ergonomics, the cockpit. I love everything they have done with this machine. The new Radiant 2 platform is awesome. They did a great job with it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Yeah. Oh, that's obnoxious. I don't even know if you guys can hear that obnoxious trail can, but obnoxious. Anyways, that's the 2024 Lynx Rave RE. I love it. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys enjoy what you've seen here, and I hope you guys like the looks of this machine. I really do. You're not going to make everybody happy, obviously, but I think this sled is mean looking. I love this sled. But that's it on this. If you guys have any questions, drop comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, or look me up on Instagram, Colt801. Feel free to shoot me messages on there. I answer everybody on Instagram. I need to get on Facebook a little bit more, but I don't go on there too often. But yeah, feel free to shoot me any questions you might have, and I can do my best to answer them. But for now, it's time to go ride, get some more miles on this thing, do a little bit more playing with the suspension. And yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more snow here. Hopefully you guys are getting some snow. Hopefully you guys still have a little bit of riding left. We're kind of coming down to an end here, unfortunately. It's sad. I don't want it, but you never know. Minnesota, you never know what it's going to throw at you. So until next time, guys, be safe out there. Follow the trails. Don't go off trail. That's how we lose trails. It's just not a good thing. We want to protect our trails for future generations. I don't mean to sound like an old man, but I have seen trails in my area get shut down because people ride off trail and homeowners are done with it. So that really sucks. So yeah, just be respectful out there, be safe, and enjoy the ride. And hopefully, if you guys spring check this, you will enjoy this ride. Thank you guys. Have a great day.